welcome back in channel Sai Tech Guru. In this video, I'll do the 120 FPS gameplay test in the Realme X1 Max device. Yes friends, recently a lot of questions I am getting regarding the high refresh rate games, whether they are supported in the Realme X1 Max or not. So right now I did gather a couple of games which do support the high refresh rate. I mean 120 Hz they can actually play it. Let's see what is happening with the Realme UI, whether it is capable of playing at higher refresh rate in these games or not. And the main reason is because when you're trying to play the Battlegrounds mobile game, the FPS is exactly capped at 70 FPS. Yes. So let's see what is happening with these games, whether we can actually play it higher refresh rate 120 Hz or not. So you can actually see the real-time refresh rate here. There is not FPS, this is just the refresh rate. Just to show you whether the game is playing at 60 Hz or 120 Hz. That is the reason I did add. So don't mistake, that is the refresh rate only. So let me open first game which I'm going to try right now. So it's the first game which I'm trying. So as soon as you open the game, what happens is that we do know in the Realme phone, in this phone you need to use some kind of brightness trick. Only then you can actually play it higher refresh rate. Okay, let's try with the brightness trick and let's see what is happening. Right now I'm trying to use the low brightness and increase the brightness. And yes, the brightness trick is successfully working in this game. And you will be able to see at higher refresh rate as well. Let me start the game and move forward, and then I'll try to show you exactly. And right now you'll be able to see the real-time refresh rate. It's showing about 170, 118 and 119, as you can see friends clearly. 117 and 118. So this game actually supporting the 120 Hz without any kind of issues in this Realme X1 Max device. So that's kind of fine. So you need to use the brightness trick. So at least by using the brightness trick, you will be able to play it 120 FPS without any kind of issues. Let's move to the next game. Let's check what is happening with the second game. So in this game, even this game also supports the 120 FPS gameplay as well. So let's try to show you right now. You can see on the top, it's only showing 60 Hz. It's not showing 120 or anything sign. You cannot see any kind of sign over there. That's the one thing you can definitely see that. So this game supports the 120 FPS without any kind of issues. It should not be any kind of problem at all in supporting or not. Now I need to use the brightness trick to make it work. Let me decrease the brightness and go to the home screen and open the game again, and let me do that again. So this game is not supporting at 120 Hz or anything, nothing. I'm not getting friends. I'm trying to exactly do as it is, so by decreasing the brightness, but still I'm unable to get that kind of FPS working at this moment. It's not working right now. No, in this game it's not performing at all, but this game actually supports the 120 FPS. So this exact same game I'm trying to use in the Poco F3 GT. In the Poco F3 GT, you will be able to see exactly the real-time FPS meter without any kind of issues. Let me show you exact real-time FPS. So right now you'll be able to see 120 FPS working successfully in this phone without using any kind of trick at all. Okay, 120 FPS. So I'm just showing you the game. So in the Realme X1 Max, even though you use the brightness trick, some of the games they do not perform well. So in that list, this is one game is there, and right now it's not performing. No, it's not working at all. So this second game is not working friends in this case, and let's move to the next game, which is a Minecraft. So Minecraft, let's see what is happening in this. Even this game also supports high refresh rate. So let me start showing you the brightness trick. Right now we can get only 60 Hz, but by using the brightness trick, so right now you can see this Minecraft game is working successfully in the 120 Hz refresh rate without any kind of issues after using the brightness trick. But sometimes it's not performing that well. I'll try to show you the clear example what is happening. So at this moment you can actually see the 120 Hz working. Okay, as soon as I bring the notification or bring the gain space, sometimes it'll try to go back to the 60 Hz. It's going back. It's not coming back to the 120 Hz. You can clearly see what is happening. Till now it was about 120 Hz, but as soon as I open the gain space, it immediately decreased it to 60. So that's the kind of thing. Again, that's some kind of problem is going on with the gain space application, I think. So that is the one which need to be fixed maybe. So let's try the final game. This another game friends, Beach Buggy Racing also supports the high refresh rate without any kind of problem. So now let me try to exactly start it and show you the, right now we are getting only 60 Hz, and now let me go back to the home page and come back. Brightness trick I'm trying to use, and now you can see here it became 120. clearly without any kind of 120 Hz. It increased. So overall, my point is that only in the PUBG game and the Battlegrounds mobile game, we are experiencing that kind of problem with the 70 FPS capping. So in other games, it should not be any kind of issues. But these are the games where you don't require any kind of touch. So right now you're not touching the screen. Okay, if you're not touching the screen, what happens is that the refresh rate will decrease to 60 Hz. So if you touch the screen, it increases to 120 Hz. That's the kind of thing is there. So if you're trying to play the game, any kind of motion sensor game, altimeter sensor or anything like this, the one which I'm playing, so you won't be able to enjoy it higher refresh rate. It's a kind of drawback at this moment which is present in this phone overall. So now I'm playing only at 60 Hz, even though the game supports 120 Hz, but still I cannot use that. If you want, you need to touch the screen once at least to feel that kind of smooth experience. That's it, friends. Thank you for watching. Sometimes you will, I think you did notice some kind of lag just now. What happened? So during this transformation, what happens is that you feel some kind of shutter lag or something like that. FPS drops will be there during the transformation suddenly. So that's it, friends. It's a quick review on this 120 FPS gameplay support is in the Realme X1 Max. I think you got my point, what I'm trying to conclude. And one more thing, the game which I mentioned you before, which is not working. So right now it was able to work 120 FPS without any kind of problem. Exactly, just now this is happening. Sometimes even the brightness trick is also not working randomly. I'm not sure why. That's another thing which I thought of just mentioning. After recording this video, I tried multiple times, 4 to 5 times, and finally I was able to play at 120 FPS as well. Right now you're seeing 120 Hz on the same game which I said it's not working. So 119 FPS you're getting here, 119. So if you don't touch the screen, immediately it will drop to 60. So that's the face I thought of just showing you and letting you know what is happening, and see you in the next video, and let's stay tuned for more updates. Meanwhile, signing off. Bye.